All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. And this is part of our Chilean and Argentina studies continued. Our Argentina-Chilean tasting here at the store. This is our wrap-up, our review of all the wines we showed. We had 25 or 30 wines. And thanks to Tal from Steako for bringing a huge display of wines here. And a lot of great stuff. This Luca Chardonnay is a Laura Catena project. And this is one of my favorite Chardonnays that I've ever had from Mendoza. Similar to the Catena Chardonnay, the Catena Alta, I think, really high in terms of quality. And it's hard to find great Chardonnay for some reason from South America, but this one of the best. A lovely butterscotch and vanilla notes, the pineapple and peach fruit. Really fruity with a nice complement of oak spice, not overly oaky. A rich and creamy texture on the tongue with layers of rich tropical fruit, hints of vanilla and butterscotch, and a zesty mineral nuance to the finish. Really nice freshness for such a rich style here. Excellent bottle of Chardonnay, just over 30 bucks, 31 and change. All right, the Yaccochuya Torrentez. This is from 60-year-old vines, and it is Michel Rolland, and this is one of the better regions for Torrentez. Salta, it's very high, and Torrentez is kind of the white grape that the people in Argentina put their flag in, and it's really perfumed, and it can be a little bit, too perfumed for my taste. I'm not a huge aromatic varietal fan, but this one has got a nice perfumed spice to the nose, lilacs, gardenias, notes of ginger spice, a slight briny note, kind of green melon, rind fruit, orange and tangerine, also fruit. Fairly complex bouquet, and rich and fruity on the tongue, and it's got a nice amount of that perfuminess, but it has a slight effervescence, which freshens up the palate, and really nice balance in this wine for a Torrentez. Not overly perfumed. One of my, one of the Torrentezes that I've liked, actually, here. Very good juice. Susan Balbo's Signature Cabernet. This wine, one of the best values on the table. Fairly complex bouquet of coffee, tobacco spice, kind of light smoke, and dark cherry and currant berry fruits. And really big, but a savory style, still with being big, having a lot of fruit. Really nicely balanced, some tannins, some tobacco spice, and fresh earth notes on the finish. Excellent juice at $24 and change. The Mendel Unus. This is a blend of 82-year-old ungrafted Malbec, Petit, Verdot, and Cabernet Sauvignon from Pedregal. And, man, this is a really awesome bottle of wine. I like it even better than the Bilbao Signature. The good amount of dark earth, kind of coffee, dark berry fruit, light smoke, cocoa notes. And this wine's really a lot of dark spice, fresh earth, and a little barnyard note to this wine as well. Black currants and blackberry fruits, and really nice complexity, and even better on the second day. We gave this one a notch up because of how it tasted on the second day, a sign of a wine that's going to age in your cellar nicely. The La Posta Pizzella Malbec. This wine's got a good amount of toasty oak spice and fresh floral notes, and bitter chocolate, graphite mineral, dark cherry and plum fruit. Really good concentration of aromas on the nose. Big and juicy wine on the palate with that black cherry liqueur-like fruit, notes of black licorice, sweet tobacco, and good freshness. Dark tobacco spice and some tannins on the finish, but a lot of everything else here. Excellent juice. A long finish for Malbec on that one too for under 20 bucks. One of the best values on the table. Then on to the Lurton wine. They're on Araucano, the Pinot Noir. This wine's a light red berry fruit, strawberries, raspberries, pretty floral notes, a touch of mint and exotic spice. Light and savory style of Pinot Noir, with a nice amount of earth, definitely more old style. And this is a pretty good wine, though, $12 and change. Lurton Clos de Lolo. This is a blend of the winery's best cuvées of Cabernet Franc, Syrah, Carmenere from different parts of the Colchagua Valley. And this wine's got notes of graphites, black earth, black pepper spice, kind of dark cherry, plum, notes of espresso, really savory style, almost Bordeaux-like, and a nice amount of that herbal nuance of the wine. Also, tobacco spice, espresso, and peppery notes through the finish. An excellent bottle of wine at 22 bucks. And then a Tempranillo from Mendoza. Well, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Tempranillos from anywhere outside of Spain, but this wine rather interesting, and a nice toffee note to the strawberry, jelly-like fruit, and the kind of raw hamburger meat note. Kind of really interesting wine here, that wild strawberry fruit, and a nice zesty finish here. A very good example of Tempranillo from outside of Spain. And then the Zuccardi Zeta. This wine's got pretty floral notes, and I don't have a blend here. I guess from Mendoza, it's got to have some Malbec in. I don't know, my notes at this point, not very good on this wine. But it was excellent juice, I'd have to say. Really nice and polished on the tongue with ripe round tannins. Lots of juicy fruits, but still really fresh and balanced on the finish. Excellent juice, the Zeta from Zuccardi. The Bodegas Weinert. This is one of the first wines brought into the U.S. from Argentina, and this is a Bordeaux style blend, and for $22 and change, by far one of the best values on the table. Wine's starting to show some age here, signs of dried earth, kind of barnyard-like notes to the cherry and currant berry fruit, tobacco spice there, and sweet fruit on the tongue, plum and currants, with really silky elegance to this wine that you usually only find in Bordeaux. A very elegant, old-world style wine. Like I said, my pick for the best value on the table. It's 04 vintage, got a little bottle age. Those of you that like a little bottle age with your wine, a little maturity, excellent juice, the Cavas de Weinert. All right, the Ventisquero Gray Carmenere. This wine had a green peppercorn kind of spice to the black plum and huckleberry fruit, dark earth, kind of black peppery spice, sweet berry fruit, tobacco, espresso, and mocha notes. Nice complexity to this wine coming out. And the Carmenere varietal can be really herbal, but this wine showing a bit of that herbaceousness, but a lot of everything else, and a little bit of that, to me, adds complexity to the wine rather than overwhelming it. Really nice dark cherry and plum fruit on the palate with a nice peppery spice to the finish. Excellent juice at just under 20 bucks. And then the wine of the night to me, the Montes Purple Angel. And I'm sorry, this is under the TGIC, but we're just going to continue going here because I only took notes on a few wines from the guys at TGIC. We're just going to include them with towel stuff. And the Purple Angel, one of Montes' iconic wines. It's mostly Carmenere, and this wine really complex. There are coffee, espresso, black licorice, fine herbs, mocha, really complex array of spice, and then a lot of rich dark cherry, dark plum fruit, really wonderful concentration, depth of aromas, just layers of stuff coming out in this wine, and even bigger and better on the second day, big and chewy, with, like I said, layers of everything on the nose coming through on the finish, and just wonderful balance, and to me, one of the best wines, one of the best Carmeneres I've ever had. Killer juice. This 2010 Montes Alpha Purple Angel, and then the Archivald Ferrer Chimera, one of the best wineries in Mendoza, blend of 38% old vine Malbec from Medrano from the Lujan de Cuello, 24% Merlot from Tupungato, and 24% Cabernet Sauvignon from Tupungato also, and a little bit of Cabernet Franc from Tupungato. Very complex bouquet here, fresh earth, mineral, dark cherry and plum-like fruit, sweet tobacco spice, a light smoky nuance, soy, exotic spices, really pretty bouquet here. And on the tongue, really elegantly fashioned with round, smooth tannins, fine herbs and spice, layering that image, mimicking that bouquet in the nose right in the finish, and really long and nuanced. Excellent juice. That's what we had to drink at our Argentina and Chile tasting at the store. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.